Our very first honoree is Dr. Alicia Abella, who, if you were here earlier, probably heard her speak. Phenomenal speech. She's the Executive Director of Technical Research at AT&T Labs, where she manages a group of researchers that are specializing in data mining, user interfaces, IPTV, mobile services, VoIP technology, voice over IP, and environmental sustainability. She also chairs the AT&T Labs Fellowship Program to help encourage, advise, and evaluate candidates for a prestigious graduate scholarship for AT&T targeted at women. That's quite a bit. How do you do all of that? So let's take a closer look at Dr. Abella's journey.
I am Alicia Abella, and I am the Executive Director of AT&T Labs Research. In college, I majored in computer science. AT&T Bell Labs at the time had a summer internship program geared for women and minority students who were studying science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM fields. It was an inspiration to me really to work there, and I also made the decision that I wanted to go back there one day and work after I was done with my studies.
There are a couple of things that really impressed me when I first met Alicia Abella. She's incredibly persistent. She's kind of like an unstoppable force, so when Alicia digs her teeth into a problem, there's really no question that she's going to succeed at actually delivering an interesting solution to that problem.
So in my first 10 years at AT&T, I worked on one major project we called How May I Help You? And How May I Help You was a spoken dialogue system that would allow a person to speak to a machine, and it was up to the machine to figure out what the person wanted. It was exciting to know that I had worked so many years, really late nights, weekends, on something that was not only helping the company reduce costs, but it was also increasing customer satisfaction.
She really thinks very deeply about the way that people use technology and the way that people interact with services, and that theme has influenced her work over many years. In addition to her day job as being a technology innovator, is also been a very dedicated supporter of STEM education.
I am the chair of the AT&T Labs Fellowship Program, or we call it the ALFP. And the ALFP is a fellowship program for women and underrepresented minorities so that they can go ahead and get their PhDs in science, technology, engineering, and math fields. There aren't enough women and underrepresented minorities in these fields. And in order to have innovation, to create innovation, you have to have diversity of thought. In order to have diversity of thought, you need a diverse set of people bringing you those ideas.
Over a number of years in a variety of different leadership roles, she has worked to bring minorities and women that may not have been attracted to careers in these fields, to make them aware of that they can be exciting, that they can be great opportunities for a career advancement, and that they can have a tremendous impact on society.
I am the Executive Vice President of the Young Science Achievers Program, and I am Commissioner for the White House Initiative for Educational Excellence for Hispanics. As a commission member, I have to come up with plans, propose ideas, or programs that could help encourage more of these population of students to enter STEM careers, because the country needs it.
A new generation, a new innovation.
The Young Science Achievers helps to sort of open the eyes of these high school students to the possibilities of science and engineering by pairing them up also with mentors, scientists from AT&T, Alcatel-Lucent, and Princeton University. There's lots of research to show that how important role models are to a young person's confidence, to say, to point to a role model and say, if that person could do it, so can I. It gives them the extra encouragement they need to really aspire big. Especially for women and underrepresented minorities in STEM, the expectation bar is set kind of low. And when that happens, the student themselves start to think that they can't aspire to more. And my message to them would be really, they can aspire to more. To recognize that to aspire to more means that they have to be willing to work hard for it, because it doesn't come easy or free, but nothing worth doing is ever really easy. So if they worked hard and they persevere and they have that dream and that goal, that they can achieve it with that hard work and perseverance.
There we go. So presenting the award to Dr. Abella is fellow AT&T colleague Teresa Sprawling, an executive board member of Women of AT&T. Teresa, please join us.
In 3 words for Dr. Alicia Abella: worthy, accomplished, exceptional. She holds a BS degree, 2 master's degrees, as well as her PhD. She has been recognized as one of the top 5 women of the year by the Hispanic Business Magazine. She is the recipient of numerous awards, including the Pioneer Award, and this was offered to her through the Women of Color STEM Conference. She's also a recipient of the Leadership of the Year Award through the Latinos Information Sciences and Technology Association. Dr. Abella, as you noted in the video, she does chair the AT&T Labs Fellowship Program, and she serves on as the Executive Vice President for Achievers, for the Young Achievers Program. Here's what you don't know about this wonderful, amazing, phenomenal woman. In spite of all of that, she does find time to give back to the community. In fact, she believes in giving back because she too has been the recipient of communities that give through scholarships, through fellowships, and the like. As noted in the video, she attributes AT&T for her interest as a scientist through the summer internship program that she actually participated in as a junior in college, believe it or not. At that time, when I talked to her during lunch, she said, I didn't even know what a PhD or a scientist or researcher was all about, but she soon learned and was inspired to become one. We are proud of you, Dr. Abella. Your AT&T family finds you to be among the finest, and we are certainly worthy, accomplished, and exceptional woman accepting this award. To help us present this award, we do have Kathleen Larkin, who's the Vice President of Technology and Human Resources for AT&T. And I would like for you to join Kathleen and me, everybody around the room, as we put our hands together and welcome Dr. Alicia Abella to the WITI Hall of Fame. Yes!
I thank you all. It's really an honor to be here today. I have a few words of acceptance remarks I'd like to make. Being here today in the shadow of the magnificent Golden Gate Bridge, I see the spirit of the immigrants who settled on this coast, pioneers who chose to leave their homes, carrying with them a thirst for adventure and entrepreneurship. In the mid-19th century, they came in search for gold. But today, it's not the gold that we seek, and it's not found in the hills of the Sierra. It is not that seductively glittery stuff you sift through a sieve and wear on your finger. It may not even be the gold that the 20th century 49ers unearthed in a valley nearby. The supply of gold is finite. Even the reach of today's technology is finite. So we must continuously find new nuggets, new mines, and new valleys. And we will. And we know that to mine the gold of the 21st century, we'll need the same ingenuity, inventiveness, and pioneer spirit that our forefathers and for mothers had. And remember, with women in technology, internationally and domestically, there are twice as many of us in search for that gold. So at this point, I want to thank WITI for recognizing me today as one of those in search of future gold, and even more so, for helping mine the gold in all of us. Thank you.